this guy ends up coming over and he starts talking about, you don't belong in this country. He looks at me, he's like, I'm gonna go upstairs and I'm gonna get a boiling hot pot of water and I'm gonna throw it in your fucking face. And I said, bet. Minute and 30 seconds goes by.
I'm scared.
He comes back down. I see the door open, I see a pot of water, and he chucks it in my face. And I just stand up and I just start fucking haymakering this man's ass and whooped his ass.
Hello, storytellers. Welcome to Seek and Speak. Here we discover the extraordinary and ordinary truths within all walks of life through one story at a time. I'm Biyeni, the host, and I work to inspire connection, creativity, and reveal how the heart of every story is human. Today, I interviewed a good friend of mine, and I can't wait to introduce her to you. Let's meet her. Hi, Xenia. I am so happy to have you here on Seek and Speak with me. Context, so we followed each other on Instagram years ago, but we didn't make an introduction until we saw each other at my local bar.
He was like, Xenia? I said, Biyeni?
Then screaming.
Immediate
Screaming.
And it was so funny too because like we exchanged and whatever, and my friend Sam, she was like, who's that? And I was like, okay. I was like, I don't follow anybody. Like, I mean, now I've been following people back because like I've had like really good people that like are my number one supporters, so like now I follow them back and like whatever.
Right.
But usually, even like normally, like people that I follow on Instagram are all people that I either I've told you this, but that I only enjoy their content, or like you can feel their presence through the phone. Like those are the only people that I follow, or like if I actually know you. And you were one person that I was like, bro, this travel girly.
Yeah, she thought I was like a travel influencer on Instagram.
I swear, my whole life, my entire years of following you, I thought you were literally like top fucking tier. I mean, you are, but like I really was like, bro, this girl, like, she travels everywhere. She's so cool. Like she's so classy and clean. Like, love her.
Yeah, she explained our meeting beautifully.
Yes,
that's exactly how it went down. And since then we were able to get with that friend, shout out Kayla, and her friends. We got a nice little dinner in Margs, and we got to like briefly know each other. But even today we've been spending some time together. I'm like, dang, like I actually really don't know you.
Yeah,
we're just like social media friends. And
Yeah.
then I'm so happy that you blew up on TikTok. You can share a little bit about that later.
Yes.
Because then I don't think we would have been like, oh my god, you know?
No, literally. Yeah.
So yeah, thank you so much for being here, and I'm so excited to hear your story. You're a great storyteller, as everyone knows.
Yeah, that's my niche apparently.
Yes. Now that I'm like getting to know you, we need the audience to know a little bit about you. So why don't you share a little bit about yourself? Like name, age.
My name is Xenia. I'm 21. I actually recently just quit my job. I was a ninja trainer. If you know what American Ninja Warriors is, I built those obstacles and I taught people how to be a ninja warrior. It's not something that I was like my whole heart, life, and soul. Like, no, I found that shit on Indeed and was like, money, bet. Active, bet. I could work outside, cool. Yeah, I love traveling.
She's a real travel influencer.
I'm very, very outgoing. I'm loud and I'm funny. That's very one funny thing. That's like my main thing is like I want to be a comedian. Even in my vlogs that I did because I went to Spain. I just got back from Spain 2 days ago. And I was there for 10 days. And I was like vlogging and stuff, and I'd say something, and I'm like, write that down. Write that down. That's a bit right now. Write that down. Like literally the entire time, I'm like, yo, I really am that funny. Yeah. Like I could be in a crowd. I just need to learn how to do like the crowd work.
You're start with the basics, which I mean you're doing pretty quickly. She's been on TikTok 3 months, almost has 60,000 1,000 followers. So you're doing great already, and
Yeah.
you're gonna be there eventually.
I
Next
am.
month for all we know. Thank you so much for sharing a little bit about yourself. And I'm so grateful. She's been such a fan of Seek and Speak, which I really
have.
appreciate. She's just been the type of person to text, and like so many of my other friends have as well. But so you know what Seek and Speak is. You know, I'm here to hear a story. It doesn't have to be extraordinary or ordinary. Literally anything that you feel like you haven't shared enough and that you want to share with me and the audience of Seek and Speak. So what's your story, Xenia?
I feel like, okay, I'm gonna start with traveling and how I even got into that and all of that, and it's gonna morph into a bunch of other things. But mainly I came out the womb ready to go. Like, when my mom, she will always tell like everybody, like, Xenia has been the same exact way since she was born. Like, she is like like, I loved just doing anything that I wanted to do, and I was always allowed to do whatever I wanted to do. So when I was a kid, we would do like road trips, we would do like a bunch of stuff. And thinking about, like, I remember we were driving to I was like 5, I think.
Ooh.
And we were driving to, I think, the Grand Canyon or Los Angeles, either one. Either one. And that was when like Soulja Boy just came out, and there's a video of me on like a fucking flip phone of me in my car seat, knocked out, doing the Soulja Boy in my sleep. And I used to sleep with my eyes open. Well, I still do. I sleep with like my eyes like this. And
you were the type of kid that scared me.
Yes.
Yeah.
And in that video, I'm like literally sleeping, like half eye open, and doing the fucking Soulja Boy. And like that's like the origin of like how like when I imagine myself just like traveling and like doing all these things, I think of that little girl in that fucking car seat that was just so free, even unconscious. Like, I was just always just like free, you know. But I remember it was, I think, 6th grade or 7th grade. I had these neighbors, and they were like a big family. I used to go over there all the time. My whole neighborhood, we would all do like manhunt and everything like that. And
I loved manhunt.
I loved it, bro. Ooh, I would always win.
I would not.
But they were gonna go on a cruise, and then they were gonna stay in Puerto Rico for a week.
Okay.
And I remember they told me that, and I was like, oh, I can go. Mind you, at this point, I'm 11, and I'm like, oh, I can go. Like, I for sure, like, I want to go, so like, I know I can go. And they're like, okay, well, just ask your parents, like, whatever, cool. So I'm like, okay, bet. I went home, and I was like, hey, Mom, like, can I go to Puerto Rico? And she was like, I don't care, ask your father. Mind you, my dad does not live with me. At that point, my parents were divorced for 6 years, I think. Like 6 or 7 years. So I called up my dad. Now, my dad, he is a Corona drinking motherfucker, okay? He only wears pink, okay? One thing about my dad, he only wears pink.
Wait,
Cancer.
is it pink or like salmon?
No, it's
pink.
Pink. All shades of pink. Everything is, his house is pink, his drawers are pink, his socks are pink, like toothpaste pink, everything is pink, like pink. If he could eat pink food for the rest of his life, if Corona was pink, it'd be pink. Like, everything is pink. He's a funny guy. He's like an old Marine guy. He's never had a job a day in his life.
Wow.
The only job that he ever worked was being a Marine.
Wow.
And he got out of that when he was about 21. And then from there, he's had disability because he was shot in his back. And yeah, like, he literally has never, and he, like, his main thing, like, the one thing that I will always remember from my dad, especially from when I was young, is I will never work for the white man. That's what he would always say. And that goes into like my life kind of now. And I was like the only one that I was like, I hear you.
Explain what you mean.
I get that.
But
like,
I will never work for the white man.
It's not essentially like literally a white man, but it's like taking commands from other people, taking commands and demands, and like running your life based off of someone else's business. Running, like, literally not being able to show up somewhere for your kids or your family or your own personal life because you have to clock in somewhere, because you don't have that leeway anywhere, because you're just an employee, you're not a boss, you know. And my dad was always very much like boss man mentality, you know. And I'm the most similar to my dad out of all my siblings. It gives me my biggest strengths, you know. So I called up my dad, He's at the casino. Oh, yeah, gambler. At the casino. Hey, Dad, I need $1,000. Okay. When do you need it? Tomorrow morning, please. Okay. All right. Love you, little girl. Bye. Hung up. The next day goes by. I go to that neighbor's house. They're like, oh, like, we need the money now. And I'm like, bet. Hey, Dad, can you send that $1,000? What are you talking about? What, you're 11 years old. What do you need $1,000 for? What are you talking about? You said that I could go to Puerto Rico. I never said that. Yes, you did. You said last night that I can go to Puerto Rico and that you would give me $1,000. And he was like, fine, little girl, fine. Hung up. 10 minutes later, I had $1,000. 2 weeks later, I was in Puerto Rico. Wow. And it was just funny because I didn't have, like, even the girl that I was friends with, she's, like, 3 years older than me. I'm, 11? She's, like, 13, 14. Like, she's grown. Like, she's in high school now. Like, you know, like, like, grown at the time. Like, obviously she wasn't grown. Like, she was still a kid. Right. But she's grown. So I'm literally there just, like, by myself. Like, I'm with her family. I was with, like, her grandparents and stuff. They all spoke Spanish. Wow. And they were all speaking Spanish because a lot of their relatives only spoke Spanish. Right. I don't speak any Spanish, okay? I was literally just like, fuck it, we ball. Like, okay, cool, what's the vibe? So, yeah, I went on that cruise for the first week. It was amazing. I met a lot of people. And my friend, she got her period. I hadn't got my period yet. I had no idea why she was angry and mean. I literally had no idea. So I literally was just like, okay, ew, I don't want to be around you. So I was just doing my own thing the entire time. Wow. And then when we went to Puerto Rico for that week, we went to like a whole bunch of like families' houses and like relatives and did a lot of local things because they're locals there. And it was just so cool. And like when I came back home, I was just like, bro, like I really could just do whatever I want. Like all I need is just money and I can just do whatever. And that from like, obviously I traveled plenty of times before, like when I was a kid and stuff, but that experience right there, I was like, oh, I could do this for the rest of my life. Wow. Like that is easy. Like that was so easy to me. Right. And never being told no was like a big thing for me. Like I definitely built a very strong character in myself, like, and not becoming like a brat or anything like that, but being very like, I know how to say no to other people. Yeah. I know what I like and what I don't like. Yeah. I know what I want to do. I know like what I can do. Like, you know what I mean? So, yeah.
No, I mean like,
yeah.
That's a crazy story. You just took traveling and completely like
free will, find a boss.
Broke down all the boundaries around traveling because being so young and like understanding I want to do this and I'm gonna use my extrovertedness to do this. I want to know more about that extrovertedness. So from that point, how do you think your extrovertedness has served you in traveling but also outside?
I have no fears. My fears are throwing up. I do not care. I've had all types of shit on me, and that does not bother me. But me throwing up, ooh, I need my mommy. No. And needles. Like, I love piercings. I love tattoos. I have a bunch of tattoos. But I don't like injections. Like, I don't like being injected.
Okay, valid fears.
I'm not fearful. Like, I have gotten into, like, I feel like for a great example is, like, fights. Like, I'm not a fighter, but I am a protector. I will always stand up for a stranger, for myself, for other people, for animals, for people that don't have a voice every single time. I have no fear and standing in the way of that. And I don't care if that gets me in trouble. Right. Those are things that I morally stand up for. And those are like my values, I guess, that like, it doesn't bring me fear, you know, because I know the consequences by standing up for somebody. I know the consequences. Yeah, like, it like my boundaries and my values and my morals for myself and how I think that other people should be treated like brings me no fear. So I think with the extrovertedness and all of that is one, it was just already like instilled in me. My dad is a huge extrovert. My mom, I think she's an extrovert. Like she doesn't have any problem having a conversation with anybody, but like she's also like, if I don't need to talk to you, I don't need to talk to you. You know what I mean? So I have both balances. But yeah, I think also just having my dad as my dad just naturally genetically made me very, very like abrupt, outgoing, loud, you know, no fears. Like his biggest thing, like he, ever since I was born, like again, the
That he'll never
he'll never work for the white man. And the other thing, like the two other things that he said is daddy first, asshole second, and the third thing is fuck him. Like for every instance, like it's fuck him. And like that's where like even if I never knew who my dad was,
right.
I promise you those characteristics and those words would like automatically be something that is what
instilled
I do, or instilled in me.
Yeah, I feel like it's important to be so like strong-minded in your morals and your values, and I honestly respect how much you are like able to like stand by it, because it's a very difficult thing to do, especially nowadays where there's so much going on in the world.
Exactly.
You can still like have those fears, but understanding that you care more about those issues and that you're not going to let your fears stop you. Anyways, going off of like your extrovertedness and, you know, how it's helped you, I know in society, being a loud, proud, strong, confident Black woman is not always seen in like a positive way. Have you ever experienced something where your personality has wound you up in trouble when you didn't deserve it?
I can think of two instances, but one of them had nothing to do with my personality. It had simply to do with that I was just Black. Like it just had to do with that I was just Black and I was in the wrong place. That time was last year, last April or May. It was one of the first really nice days out. My friend from Sweden actually came. Now, I always go to Little Italy in the Bronx because I think Little Italy in the Bronx is a lot better than Little Italy in Manhattan. Like, it's just so much. It's real authentic, okay?
They get down there.
They get down, okay? So, I'm like, you know what? Let me give her the whole American experience, so let's go down to Manhattan. So we go to Manhattan. In Little Italy, we get cannolis. And she's never had a cannoli. She doesn't know what the fuck a cannoli is. She's like, what the fuck is this shit? And I'm like, it's so good. Like, just wait on it. Just wait on it. Get the cannolis. We go. Okay, so the setup of this, it's, again, the first nice day out. So every single table is outside and everybody's eating. Like, everybody's sitting outside. So we're walking by all the tables. There's, like, a little curb right here. And I'm like, oh, let's just sit on there and eat. She's like, oh, I don't really want to sit here. Let's go sit on the stairs. So it's apartment building stairs. But again, like it's like this wide, and there's tables like right next to it. Like their elbows are on the cement stairs. Like we are all very close, right?
Yeah.
But there's enough space for the apartment doors to open and close and whatever. And whenever we're sitting there, I have literal like pictures and everything of us eating, and this guy ends up coming over, and he starts talking about something, you don't belong in this country. And I looked at my friend from Sweden, I said, he talking about you, girl. He is not talking about me. Like, girl, you are foreign, you're an alien. He's talking about you, he don't fuck with you. And he was not talking about her. And obviously I knew he wasn't talking about her, like, duh. Right. But, you know, she looks like a fucking American, like, what the fuck? So he's looking at me and he's like, you don't belong in this country, blase, blase, blase. And he's like, he said, I don't know what, he was just saying something. I was like, you're mad disrespectful. And we were literally just about to get up to leave. And I looked at him, I was like, I was about to get up, but now that you say that, I'm going to sit my happy Black ass right the fuck here. And what the fuck are you going to do about it?
No, that's insane.
So,
that's insane.
Mind you, hair pressed motherfucking down. It was beautifully, like, that was literally the best time I ever straightened my hair. Like, my hair was so silky, soft, shiny, like, it looked like,
my hair white like, today.
Yes, like, I thought I was giving, right? And also, for the men watching, I was wearing a hoodie and jeans and sneakers and long socks, so it had nothing to do with my clothes and, like, anything like that. Like, it was just simply and I had glasses on, too. Like, it was literally just, like, what I looked like. And I guess he had a wife. So his wife comes walking out, and I'm like, oh, like, hi. And she's like, oh, hey, sweetie. And he's like, you better give space for my fucking wife, like, da-da-da-da.
Oh.
And I'm like, ooh, lady, you need a new husband because he's doing way too the fuck much.
What?
So, yeah. So then she leaves. He looks at me. He's like, I'm going to go upstairs and I'm going to get a boiling hot pot of water and I'm going to throw it in your fucking face. And I said, bet. Okay. Like, bet. Ooh, this gets me so mad even thinking about it. So he goes up into the apartment, like goes into the doors, and my friend is sitting here. She has no idea what racism is. Like, she knows what racism is, but she doesn't, like...
It's different when you learn about it versus when it's happening and experiencing
She's, like, so confused. She's like, that was racist, right? And I was like...
That's what
I was
racism
like, yeah, like, that's what being a Black American is.
Yeah.
And she was like... Oh, my God.
Yeah.
She's like, get me out of here.
Yeah.
She was like, no, like, that's not right. Because, like, now she's starting to get angry. She's like, no, like, that's not okay. Like, he threatened you. Like, that's assault.
That
like,
is
like,
that's
like,
harassment.
like, harassment. She's like, that's like harassment. Like, what the fuck? Like, and she's like trying to wrap her brain around it. And again, I'm still tying this box, minding my happy ass business. Like, I'm like, yeah, girl, tea.
Another day for
literally
me.
Everything else I'm about to tell you, like, this is not the first time that this has happened to me. This is not going to be the last time that this is going to happen to me. Unfortunately, just where I'm placed in this world and who I happen to look like in this world. Honestly, a minute and 30 seconds goes by.
I'm scared.
He comes back down. The door's like, say like that glass right behind me is the door. She like stands up and like looks through the glass a little bit. She's like, oh my God, he's back. As she says that, I am literally crouched down, like, ass to ankle. And I'm like, about to get up, holding the cannoli box, mind you. I'm, like, about to get up, and I go like this, and I see the door open, I see a pot of water, and he chucks it in my face. Word to... He didn't have not even a millisecond to even step back or nothing. I don't know where, at this point, the cannoli box disappears. It literally just vanishes into thin air. And I just stand up and I just start fucking haymakering this man's ass and whooped his ass. I'm in this like fucking 4x6 beating this grown man. Like, he was about like 56. He was much taller than me, much bigger, white man. He had glasses on, and I just did his shit in. I was like, don't you ever fucking touch a woman again in your life, you fucking stupid bitch! Like, so mad, right?
Yeah.
So then, that goes on for like a good minute. And he's literally just like, like, literally just getting his ass handed to him by a fucking, like, 19-year-old girl. Or 20.
Because he attacked you.
Yeah, but either way, so someone I think that, like, went into that building... Look at my bag, she's so cute. That like lived in that building or something, opens the door and like grabs me off of him. And now they drag me out. Mind you, there's hundreds of people sitting on this block. They watched all this from beginning to end and nobody did anything and nobody said anything. So that's where I'm really angry at. And because fucking bitch, see something, say something. Like, we were taught that at a very young age. So, like, I just don't understand. And your mothers and your fathers, and you're here with your family and your kids, and this is and what you're going like to allow. Exactly. Like, this is
hot water at
exactly. You. And this is a beautiful lesson to teach your children about racism, about colorism, about like how it is to just live in the world as a woman, as a Black woman, as being in New York, the dangers of New York, the dangers of a big city, the dangers of literally just existing in America.
Yeah.
This is a perfect lesson.
Yeah.
And not a single one of them did anything. So he grabs me, and first thing that he said was he grabbed me and he went to go open the door. He said, "Sir, are you okay?" My friend immediately just flipped at that point. She's like, "Are you fucking kidding me? You're gonna ask him if he's okay? He just attacked her. What is wrong with America?" Like, she's like, "What the fuck is this? Like, home of the fucking free? Like, oh my God, no." Then the owner of a bakery that was right there, like literally right there, he comes out, he's like, hey, what happened? I was like, this fucking guy, this fucking old white bitch, came out and he attacked me, blah, blah, blah. And this man, I kid you not, looks at me, he goes, "I'm so happy you did that, because this man," mind you, he's like, "I have owned this bakery for 20-something, 30-something years, and he has lived here this entire time, and he has done nothing but harass people that look just like you, kids and everything, and no one's did anything back, and I'm really glad that, like, you stood up for yourself." I looked at him ripped him a new one too. I'm like, don't you ever fucking in your life as a white man look at me and say you're proud of me for standing up for myself. Unfortunately, you have more privilege than me. You own this fucking bakery. You know this man. You have seen him harass, attack, assault multiple different people, and you have not once did anything about it. You disgust me. Don't ever sit here and praise me for doing something that I shouldn't have to do.
Yeah. No, that is actually...
Yeah.
Well, first of all, I'm so sorry that happened to you.
That's okay.
No, like, that actually... It's actually not okay.
I can laugh about it now.
Of course you can, but, like, it definitely exposes how violence can come about and how... Especially nowadays with social media and technology, you're only seeing really one side of the story, okay?
Yeah.
Imagine if that specific moment was captured on camera, it probably would have been two different stories of to what happened and not really, like, self-defense. And you're right, like, for someone who has been living there for 30 years, has seen this happen for years, has seen other Black children literally be attacked. At that point, it's not harassment, it's assault. He threw hot water at you. And for them to do nothing but say, you know, good
on you. Yeah, like pat on the back. Like, no. Like,
and
no.
like, you know, I definitely, obviously, violence is never the answer. But when it comes to defense and what you did, it's actually, like, I'm so glad that you were able to protect yourself and protect your friend. Because,
Because if that happened to her, she would have no idea what to do.
And, like, you never know. You know. Like, all you knew was that he was attacking you. You don't know what else it could have come with. Those ninja skills. That's how you...
I didn't even have that job yet. I didn't have that job yet at the time.
It was past you being like, let me get ready.
Yeah, literally, let me prepare.
Let me get ready for the next time. But,
literally.
like, yeah, that's actually incredible that happened. And I hope that, like... that never, like, obviously I can hope that it never happens again. We know that it does on a daily basis, but I'm glad that you're able to protect yourself.
Yeah. And I feel like it, like, at the time, I had to sit there and take it to the chin. Like, I had to sit there and just, like, sit with it. Because I couldn't, again, my friend's only here for the next 24 hours, and she's only going to be in New York for a couple hours now with me. So I had to give her a good time. I had to give her a good experience. I couldn't sit there and dwell. I couldn't sit there and sulk. I couldn't sit there complain. I couldn't sit there, please don't hit my car. I couldn't sit there and, like, you know, be a bitch, essentially. I couldn't sit there and cry about it and talk about it anymore, because then I would ruin her experience. At one point, like an hour or something later, we sat down and we kind of talked about it, but, like, she's never going to understand how, like, angry this makes me, you know? And no one really is ever going to understand how angry it makes you until you are that person, you know? Until this happens to you, like, all the time. Like, I mean, unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, but it's not fortunate at all. Like, the only person that's going to understand it is another Black person, you know? And another Black person that has a very strong personality and a very strong boundaries and, like, you know,
is willing to defend
yeah, exactly.
Because I'm not going to lie, like, I don't think that I would have done anything. Maybe call the cops, maybe. But I've been in so many circumstances where I just had to be like, you know what?
Yeah.
If I dwell on this, like you said, and like so many people of color have to do whenever something like that happens, oh, well, that's just how things are. You carry this hurt and anger with you, but you just kind of have to move on and hope that it doesn't happen again.
Yeah. And
I just, like, yeah, that's actually incredible. But I wanted to, like, transition to a more positive note and talk about ways that your extrovertedness has served you, especially, like, currently, because now you started TikTok.
Well, now I have a platform. Now I started TikTok about 3 months ago. Now it's funny because one of my good friends called me. He was like, hey, Xenia, lock the fuck in. I'm like, what the fuck are you on about? Like, what are you talking about right now? Like, what? He's like, if anybody's gonna be famous, it's gonna be you. And this was so funny because when I was younger, I was kind of telling you this earlier, but you know when, like, a famous person or, like, someone that is, like, just a really high status always has those videos of them as a younger self being like, oh my God, so like, silly. We're gonna be rich, or are you rich now? Like, who are we? Like, I know we're on the big screen, like, whatever.
Should I make one of those videos?
Yes. And I just started thinking, I was like, because I was just like, bro, like, I did that. And I do that. Like, even as a kid, I always told my mom, I was like, I'm going to be famous. I'm going to be a pop star. I'm going to be on the big screen. Like, you're going to see me in a scary movie. You're going to see me, like, walking the red carpet. Like, I am that girl. Like, I'm going to be so famous.
Yes.
And I would look at me like, bitch, you're tripping. Like, what are you even talking about? And I remember when I was friends with all my friends, like, all my guy friends, they were, again, like, a couple years older than me. They were going to work or something like that. We were talking about money. And I was like, I will never have a job day in my life. And they were like, what? I was like, I'm never going to have a job a day in my life. And they're like, well, what the fuck are you going to do? Who are you going to be? And I was like, I'm going to be famous. Like, I'm going to be a pop star. I'm going to be on the big screen. You're going to see my name on every single billboard. And they were like, Xenia, shut up. Like, you have a gas tank now. Like, you're going to need a job, bitch. And I was like, yeah, sure. And fast forward 8 years, back then I got a job, whatever. But even when I was working, I was like, this is not for me. Like, and I love working, but I'm like a boss. I don't like being the yes man. I'm not a yes man. I'm not going to be your yes man. So that was that. And now, 8 years later, I was looking at my TikTok today and I was like, I'm not near anything famous, but I'm a local. I'm a local celebrity right now.
Great,
like
3 months.
In 3 months is what kills me, because it's like the same person that I told when 8 years ago, and I was like, I'm never gonna have a job. He calls me and he's like, Xenia, lock in. You're gonna be famous. And I was like, wait, I told you this 8 years ago, and you thought I was crazy. He was like, yeah, nah, but I see it now. Like, I know you can be famous. So I was like, all right, bet. He was like, literally just talk. You are intriguing and you're unique. Put it out there, please. Because when we were kids, he would always be like, I want a dirt bike, and Xenia's going to buy me this dirt bike because she's going to be famous. And he was like, I really want that dirt bike, Zen. And I was like, I got you, bro. So I had one video, like, I had a whole bunch of videos that were, like, locked, like, not actually uploaded on my page, like, just that I can only see them. So I re-uploaded it. Like, it was already uploaded, but I just, like, kind of put it on my page. And then the next video I posted was, I was walking up to the camera and I was like, just clocked out of my job and I'm gonna quit and I'm gonna move to Miami. Like, this is not my vibe. Like, this is just not my vibe. I'm not fucking with it. That video got, like, 20,000 views. I posted a video literally the next day and I was like, why the fuck did I just get pulled over? I have $800 in tickets. Like, 100,000 views. Next video I posted, I literally put my camera down and I was about to be like, tell me why this girl on TikTok just told me. And I was like, let me take off this dumbass hat. Took off the hat and my hair was like, and I was like, ah! Like, full on screamed. And I was like, oh my God. And that was the whole video. That got like 200,000 views. Now I only have 3 videos on my page at this point. And I was like, I have done nothing. Like, literally nothing except for be myself. And again, I am constantly surrounded by people that I know and that know me, and I feel like that almost makes me feel like I'm boring. Until I started posting on TikTok and I was like, holy fuck, like, there are so many people in this world that don't have a personality like me, that don't know people that have a personality like me, that aren't even in a town filled with people that are even relatable to me. And I use that to my advantage. I use my uniqueness, and like, the way that I am on social media is the same exact way that I am in real life. And in real life, I'm almost 10 times crazier. Yeah. So right now, my extrovertedness has impacted my life drastically right now, in a very positive view, even when I don't feel positive, you know, like, I stopped posting for the past like 2 weeks because I just felt drained. I felt drained because it's very draining when you are the entertainment. Like, I've always been the entertainment, and I don't like saying like class clown, because like I wasn't necessarily a class clown, but essentially that's what I am. Like, I am the class clown. I am everybody else's entertainment, and that's draining, especially when I'm entertaining people in real life, entertaining myself, entertaining one camera for YouTube, one camera for TikTok, one camera for my friends. Like, you know, that is very draining. And it almost, sometimes when I get drained, I feel boring. But like, I know I'm not boring. No. And I know that like, I am very, even if I'm saying bullshit half the time on my TikToks, like, it's so inspiring to other people because I am so free will final boss. Like, they don't, like, people don't have that. Like I said, when I started with saying like how I don't have any fears, I don't have any fears putting myself out there. I don't have any fears like talking, saying my truth, you know, being who I am, because there's so many people that always try to be like the next person, and nobody is authentically themselves. Well, people are authentically themselves. I don't want to say nobody, but there's a lot of people that are so bored of people because people are trying to be other people. Yeah, and like I've never once code switched or put on a persona or anything like that because I don't know how. All I know how to do is be myself, you know?
That is so important. Like, yeah. And I know we were having a conversation about this earlier, like you said. And I think it's so important that when those people back then told you, like, oh, stop, you're being delusional, you're being crazy. I have never met a single like successful person, a single person doing something that they truly care about and are great at right now, making money at it, especially making money at it, who was not out of their freaking minds. Literally. Out of their minds. Yes. Like, you can't ever put a limit to yourself. And I'm so glad that you grew up with like extroverted parents who allowed you to like be yourself, and that you were able to stand by yourself, and that you are loud, and that you can say all of these things comfortably, and that you're not afraid of people not accepting you for who you are despite having circumstances where people don't. And it's benefiting you, and you're only on your way up, and you will be famous.
I will. I'm already famous. In my mind, I'm famous. Like, I'm so famous in my brain.
Yeah, right. You thought that as a kid, and I think that mentality is what separates you from a lot of people, like you said, because a lot of people, and I always say this in so many episodes, a lot of people are trying to be people that they are not, and it's bringing them down. And like, I've had periods in my life where I was definitely like, I was afraid of being authentically myself. And I feel like as I've grown older and seeing how like, thinking differently, being different,
it's cool.
It's like, cool. It's a benefit. Like, wait, you guys like that? Like, you know what I mean? So
it's so important.
I really appreciate that about you. And I think that a lot of people have a lot of things to learn, and that you're positively impacting the world. Thank you so much for being here on Seek and Speak. Honestly,
thank you for having me.
Such a great storyteller. I know everyone's going to enjoy this episode. Thanks. I know I enjoyed hearing just a snippet of your life. And yeah, I'm so grateful. Thank you guys for watching this episode of Seek and Speak. I'll share all of her information down below. And yeah, please like and subscribe, follow for more. And remember that the heart of every story is human.
So the heart of every story is in Biyeni's eyes, actually.